What's good, y'all? So this is going to be my first video in my little black community conversations part of my channel. I don't know what I'm going to call it just yet, but I just got done recording my brainstorming video, and the ideas are just a churning, so I'm just going to go ahead and record it. But in this video, I wanted to talk about us returning to that state of fearlessness, okay? That state of supreme power that all of us should be walking around this planet with, okay? One of the quotes that I use a lot from Dick Gregory is fear and God cannot exist in the same place. That makes complete sense, right? Whatever your belief is in God. But from where I'm going to be speaking from, when I say God, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about me. We are God. We are literally gods walking around this planet. And a lot more and more and more of us are waking up to that fact. A lot more and more and more of us are breaking out of the shackles of religion. Go look up the etymology of religion and see if you want to keep on being a part of that. Keep on celebrating a religion that was given to you by your oppressor. Why would you continue that tradition? That's just a question I'm just going to throw out there, and I'm not going to go any further into the conversation. But fearlessness is something that we all need to rediscover. We all need to climb back up to. We all need to rise. They say that we fell in frequency. Well, now we all rising. Mother Nature's rising. She's pushing us up. You know, she's propelling us. She said, go, like fly. She's not just lifting and we're just sitting here. So the people that don't know what's going on are rising with her. But Mother Nature's propelling us up. Say, no, go fly, go. You know, mom's pushing us. So we need to listen. You know, I'm like the goody little brother or big brother. I'm the goody that can do no wrong, quote, quote. You know, that's how I want y'all to look at me. You know, it's just like, hey, look, mom said that we need to. You feel me? That's just my connection to the divine feminine. You know, I'm more so, well, dad said, well, mom said. That's just kind of like where I'm at with it. But we need to return to that. How can fear exist in you if you are a God? How can you be afraid of death if you know that this is just a vessel and you'll pretty much just respawn if you choose to come back here? Especially with, you know, I'm still like working on different theories, but you know, Rashad Jamal, he talks about how the moon is a satellite. Go listen to, quick side note, go listen to Ab-Soul, you know, from TDE, Ab-Soul Nibiru. That pretty much breaks it all down right there. Go listen to that song. And you'd be like, yo, he was talking about this in 2012. Yo, it's crazy. There's been a lot of woke brothers and sisters amongst us, but we have been too asleep to pay them any mind, you know? But now we're all rising. Now there's something that, like, you know, I always say that I know can ruffle the spiritual assassins out there, the warriors out there, the ones that are ready to be in the front lines. I know I talk about all this fearlessness and all that type of stuff, but I know my position. As a king that's gone through his self-discovery, I know where I'm supposed to be, at least at this current moment. I'm not a front lines person. I'm not. Y'all are those shooters that are like, you know, pride each other and killing each other when the real enemy is just playing the puppet strings with y'all. You know, go use that energy and rage on them, not people that look like you. That don't make no sense. You know, that means you have fear in your heart if you shoot your own. Why? What do you do for some of y'all that don't know the significance of spiders? What do y'all do when y'all see a spider? Yo, kill that thing, bro. Kill it. Yeah. You find whatever you can to smack that spider. If you loved that spider, would you go smack it? No. You would let it be. Or you would carry it and take it outside. You would show love and compassion to that thing. If you shoot someone and kill someone that looks just like you, did you love them? No. If you ain't loving me, you fearing me. And once again, if you're walking around with zero fear, you're not scared that that person on you is going to pull out the gun faster than you. You're not scared that that person's going to roll by on you. Every time you see a bunch of black people in the car, you ain't scared. You be like, hey, yo, what's good, y'all? You know, you're not scared of them because you gave them that respect. And even like here's my gift, right? I'm like a chameleon. It's like, there's nothing hood, there's nothing gangster about me. There really isn't. I got that warrior energy, but there's nothing gangster hood about me. But like hood people tend to like me because I don't pretend to be hood. Look, I don't know what's going on, so I'm going to just sit here quietly so I don't ruffle no feathers, you know? But there'd be a time too where I've seen like, walking around the streets of Philly a couple times where you just see someone that looks like they up to something. You be like, yo, dog, like you look like you trying to do something. I mean, hey, yo, what's good? How you doing, bro? Anybody? You see like their whole demeanor change because like, I don't know, someone's y'all's water in Philly. I don't know, dog. But y'all just ready for violence off rip. It's like y'all just different in Philly, I swear. But, y'all got your own thing. And I learned so much from your culture, even from the little bit of experience I've had with it. I've learned a lot about y'all. I'm like, I get it. And then shout out, if y'all need someone from Philly to tell y'all what's going on, Kali Amun Ra, something like that. I forgot, I think that's his channel name. He's from Philly. Go listen to him talk about spiritual stuff. If you need that bridge, and knowledge is power. And I know I got way off topic, but knowledge is power. That's where I found my strength at. That's where I found my courage to speak on whatever I want to speak on. No matter what people are going to try to censor me or people don't like what I got to say, I'm going to have the fearlessness to say what I want to say. Even if I fumble the bag in front of thousands of people, I don't care. At least I tried. And I learned something from that attempt. But y'all are the ones, the true warriors, your front lines people, y'all are the ones out there. Let's look at things like a basketball team. Y'all are the point guard, you're the center, you the dribble god, you can shoot the lights out from half court, you got excess Steph Curry range, you can shoot full court shots with full accuracy. What you need me out there for? What I do is like I look at you and I observe. And like I see where you're slowing down. I see where you're picking up. I know when it's time for you to give the ball up. I know when it's time for you to have it in your hands. Hey, yo, bro. Hey, you saw that crossover you got, right? Yeah. You saw how you juked it. That shit was nice. All right, but look, hit him with a double, bow, and cut back hard. He's gonna go skating. Trust me. All right, bro. I wish you was out here, but nah. I got you. Watch this. Go do it. You go out there, run out there, and do it. Bye. You got yourself your mixtape, your hoop mixtape. You about to go big league with it. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it. I feel I have a role to be the motivation, to be the clarity. To the people that are just waking up, I can give my word in a very simple, easy to understand way that can just get y'all going to wherever it is that y'all want to go. For me, I don't know all the occult stuff. I don't know all these symbols and sigils. That's where I can continue to learn. But what I have learned, it's made me feel ultra powerful. So keep on learning and keep on growing. If you need to learn a whole new slice and dice technique, go ahead and do it. But also, let's get away from the physical. Our power does not reside in the physical. Ours resides in the mental and the spiritual. Yes, we are gifted physically in all shape, form, or fashions in this world, especially once we start eating right. But our power is in the higher realms, and that's what we need to understand. If you feel that everything is physical, then do that and be the best at it. But us that are in the mental world, in the spiritual world, let us learn how to cloak ourselves. Let us learn something that Rashad Jamal was talking about in his Wild Horse lecture. Let's learn the pastes that could impact, other people's behavior against us in battle. Let's learn how to wear certain feathers. Let's learn how to, work with certain crystals when we go into battle so we don't even need to go chopping heads off. We have so much powerful magic behind us that we don't even need to lift a finger to protect ourselves. But they bamboozled half of y'all. They bamboozled half of our warriors to kill each other. They bamboozled our shamans, our witches, our whatever the words are. Our powerful spiritual spells from our women, our powerful spiritual spells from our men. And they say, we're going to use those to get this money thing. We're going to use our power to get influence. We're going to use our power to become famous. When we should be using that power to build our people back. Then we got people going around the spiritual realms just going la-di-di, la-di-da. Don't get me wrong. Enjoy your experience. And, even in the middle of the war, you sit down and you watch Martin. You know what I'm saying? You watch some Martin reruns. You know what I'm saying? Or you watch some old cartoon from your childhood knowing what it is, but you have a different perspective now. So, okay, I can see the bullshittery I was being taught. But we need to get back to our spiritual. Y'all seen Avatar? The one with the blue people, with the other planet and stuff. That's all us. That's all black people. And we need to get back together, just hanging out together in person. This digital age, what y'all don't understand, this is something that I truly do believe. And the white people that still watch my channel, I apologize. But I really do feel like everything here was against us. Everything on this planet, all the technology, all the misinformation, all of it is against us. But the middle class, the poor whites, and even upper class, the white people that have no power, they get lumped in there with us, with those people that they don't really care about. They being the elites. White people have been just as duped as us. That's something that I've been slowly learning. The white people that have no true power, that can't snap their fingers and adjust the stock prices, these are the ones that got lumped in here with us. We are considered the quote trash of the society, and this is the elite's world. But everybody's starting to wake up to the shenanigans. And we need to stop, like how they say, like, oh, Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. But let's just go ahead and do that. Even if he freed the slaves, he was only getting rid of a certain army's, quote, based off the history that we've been given, by the way. He said he was only getting rid of like another army's main force. Oh, wait, slavery isn't real? We can't use our slaves anymore? Crap, we're screwed. We're kind of doing the same thing, whereas we're ignoring a whole group of people that we could be educating and recruiting into our army. Our power is in information, but we also have the old saying where we have power in numbers. If we have both black people and white people fighting together to end this bullshit that's been raining down upon us, the elites have just been pissing on us this entire time, and we've been calling it rain. Look at the rain. Meanwhile, the elites are just sitting up there. Look at them. They think that's rain. They're collecting that in barrels. You see what I'm saying? If we use them and we use us to fight back, to educate each other, and then to all grow as one, and then eventually the truth is going to be known that we are supposed to be the gods walking around this planet. I do believe that wholeheartedly. I believe our people, when we just hear the one or two people that have these crazy stories about them, I feel like there's a lot more, but they're not going to tell us all the real ones. You got to do a little bit. Say, hey, how did y'all lose that? Hey, look, that lady was powerful. We ain't talking about her. She will go down in history as the scariest person that we ever fought. You know what I'm saying? Yo, when we ran up against them, we couldn't even, I don't know. It's just see, all of our horses were asleep all of a sudden. Every time we wanted to mobilize, all of our horses went to sleep. That's the power that we have. Half of these wars and fights that we think that we have to go fisticuffs with them with, we don't have to. If we return to our spirituality, if our women start to become more nurturing and be that hidden inner power, where the men are the face of the power, and we have that understanding that I'm not devaluing you, black woman, but this is just my place right now as a unit, and in this relationship, in this kingdom that I have built with you, me, and our children, let me be the head. We want to protect our women. Any real man, real king, we want to die for our women. And I want to die for little Tyrone over there that I've never even met. But I would die for that child because that's a young God right there. I will die for that black boy, that black girl that I don't know. If I see something coming their way, I'm going to try to push them out so I die because I know I'll come back, or choose not to. I'll just help out from up above. But nevertheless, but so they can continue doing what they were supposed to do. You're not only saving a child, but you might be saving an ancestor. You need to remember that as well. These children, our children, are the closest thing to creation energy. When you give your seed to a woman, what do you do with a black woman? You create a life. That's when the creation, that sexual energy is still congealing and growing, into another body. So we need to protect that energy at all costs, because at that point, especially in their infancy, especially in their childhood years, those are the most magical beings walking around this planet. You might know a lot and blah, 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 but you might wake up one day and you see your child levitating some stuff. You're like, yo, I've been doing the spells for 6 years trying to do that. And they just born with it. And you don't stop them. You don't suppress them. That's demonic. I have a demon baby. No, you have a gifted child. This should be celebrated. But kept under wraps. Like, don't go prophetize your child too. Men and women. If my kid could do this, okay, I'm gonna put you on the basketball court, and son, what I want you to do is shoot the basket from full court every time. You're gonna make it every time. So they got the power to levitate things with their mind, and you put them in a basketball court where all of our greatest athletes, our greatest men and women, whatever, and you watch them put a ball through another circle. So all their power is going towards entertaining you. Entertaining the masses. We ain't here to entertain right now. you know? So we are here to grow. We are here to rise back up to our power. And, you know, we need to do everything. We need to let go. We need to go through like a mass unlearning of all the BS that we've been taught. Because half of it ain't for us. Half of it is literally against us. It is a weapon used against us that we are just all agreeing to continue perpetuating. You know, we need to stop tearing down people that don't know as much as you on a subject. We need to educate. Let's just say if I start talking about the Orishas, I've already been schooled on like Oshun and whatever, but I was just Googling stuff and trying stuff out. But instead, and once again, shout out to Winklebaum, put me up on game about that. But it's like when you're learning stuff, you're just gonna try some stuff out and be, hey, I tried this and I did that. Some people may not know that you're not supposed to even go into that without a shaman, without a guide or something like that. But you just kind of say, oh, I found this, let me go try it. But then on the same end of that spectrum, sometimes it's like these traditions were for like the select group of you or us or whatever. But then what if we're just starting to naturally find it and we don't necessarily need the guides anymore? Are you going to limit me when I'm doing what you've been able to do and you have to go through this and I just learned how to do it by myself? Are you going to limit me? Are you going to demonize me because you didn't go through the trials? That's the old way of thinking. We are waking up to more and more, the infinite and infinite and infinite. Your whole practice might become a little speck when we all realize our true power one of these days. That's just how I see it. So I see everything from multiple perspectives, But what we really just need to get back to is being a unit, and I'm going to sum this up. We need to get back to seeing one another as an ally. We need to get back to seeing each other as mothers and fathers, as nurturers, as protectors. We need to get back to that. We need to stop side-eyeing our own people with distrust. I'm not saying like, just, straight up walk in openly. Hello, friend. Welcome to my home. No, some people are low vibration and they're going to steal all your shit, but like we need to be at this level of self-awareness that we can recognize who's a high vibrating individual and who's not. That's just what I want to get back to. We need to all rediscover our power in any way that we see fit. Whether it be fasting, whether it be weightlifting, whether it be, learning about nutrition, whether it be learning about the psychic attacks that are on us every day, the frequencies that are being played to like influence our people. You know what I'm saying? It's like we can have the frequency where we are all making our own music again. That's not here degradizing, whatever. Putting down our women, making them only nothing but bad bitches, and that fine ass hoe, and she better suck my dick or she better get out. Like we need to stop rapping about that. We have a whole new wave of people starting to do spiritual content, spiritual music. When you listen to it, you're just like, yo. One thing I want a lot of people to listen to is one of my favorite songs. There's 2 songs by Daylight, and he's kind of like the reason why I talk, why I do my YouTube the way I do. But I want you to listen to 2 songs by him. Number 1 is called Arc, and Walk Alone. I want you to listen to those two songs. Arc has a crazy amount of wordplay in it. Please get the lyrics. Okay? Please get the lyrics and listen to that song 50 times because I listen to that song from time to time and I still hear a new bar that I missed. And Walk Alone is just something that really set me on, like it brought me back to myself. But then I like kind of like like how stars like they collapse until they explode. That song brought me back in, and then it started this new leg of my spiritual journey. So hopefully it has the same effect for y'all. But nevertheless, it's like, I kind of got a little winded here, but I'm really just trying to get everybody up. I'm trying to get everybody, like activated again so you can be a part of this new growth, be a part of this new shift. You looking at us crazy hippy dippy spiritual people like, oh, they're crazy, they're just wearing rocks on their neck to be spiritual. No, they have a reason. There's a reason why I leave it with these 2. If I wear any more, I start getting dizzy. I start getting too much. It's too much. These are my powerful ones. I like these, but I also got these. But every once in a while I'll decorate myself as well because I look good in crystals. Let me teach you. Instead of you judging me, let me show you why I'm doing what I'm doing. We need to exercise patience with one another. Everybody's in a different position. I get it. When we're rising, we've been on our journey for so long, some of us, myself included, have a low tolerance for stupidity. I get it. I understand it. But sometimes these people don't even know that they're being ignorant. They're not even ignorant to the fact, they are ignorant to the fact that they're being ignorant. They don't even know that they're being ignorant. So that's why we just need to show patience. Hey, so would you rather me talk to you like this, or would you rather me talk to you like this? Well, duh, the second one. Okay. So why are you talking to me? Why are you coming at me crazy when all I did was try to give you some information? Nah, bro, you doing that demon stuff, bro. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thinks it's all about the light and the positive. No, I got a demon. It's like a pet that lives in here. He's like my big red button. That's one of my many superpowers. I have a whole, like in video games, I have a summon. It's like an archetype that I can embody and be like, yo, take over, Ditby. I call him Ditby, dude in the basement. He's that demonic version of me. He is literally a demon that was haunting me during my depression. But then when I came face to face with this monster, I said, you know what? I can befriend you. That's why with the movie 300, when they put their kids in the cave to go fight the big ass wolves or whatever, I'm like, how much more badass would it be to go into that cave and walk back out with that wolf and you tamed it? That's how I look at that. I look at everything from my own perspective, as you should. That's why I speak very broadly, so everybody can just pick up what they need right now and go. But I want to see us back together. I want to see us back as a unit. I want to see black people just hanging out in parks again, just chilling. Even if you're not even talking, even if some of you were smoking, even if some of you were having a little sippy sip of wine or something like that, whatever, do what you do. Be yourself, but continue to learn, because one day you might put that weed down, or you might pick it up even more because you learned something that I haven't learned yet. You might find some power in the alcohol. The drunken master fighting technique, when he drinks, sure, he's poisoning his body, but hey, you can't touch him. There's always a good and bad to everything. It's all about you to find your unique style. If you're not destroying yourself and you are building up yourself and the people around you, I don't care what you do. And the next person next to you shouldn't care what you do. But at the end of the day, we have some work to do. But Mother Nature's giving us a little boost. And we're all starting to see it. We're all starting to feel it. We all don't want to go to work no more. We all been feeling like, yo, I really don't want to work today. I'm really about to just call off for like the next 2 months. It really be feeling like that. But with all the events that some of our wise mystics and seers and whatever have been saying, something's coming. Something's coming. And what I'm just doing is I'm playing my role. I'm being the recruiter. I'm being the motivator. I'm being the team assistant coach, manager, whatever. I'm helping out people individually so you can shine and become your own leader. I'm a leader that creates leaders. That's one of my other superpowers. Some of y'all want powers, or y'all want superpowers before you understand your power. You want superpowers, and I need to make this its own video. But y'all want superpowers before you know your own power. I just wanted to get this brain dump to y'all because there's going to be a lot more of this coming. I'm going to be a lot more critical of my black men. I'm going to be more critical of my black women. When I am giving y'all criticism, I am not telling y'all that I am perfect. I'm just telling y'all this is what I see. This is what I notice. Am I right? Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, please articulate yourself on why. Do not just say you're wrong, you're an idiot, blah, 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 because I'm going to know that you're a bot that's here to sabotage what I'm trying to build here. And by bot, I mean like an actual computer program or the literal like bots that just can't think for themselves, whatever it is. It's like that's the world that we live in. Quick side note, in regards to the bots, I talk about semen retention a lot. And black men, if you start to learn this, you will get back to your divinity so much faster. I promise you. But one of the things I notice is in those videos, those are the only times I get sexually explicit bots that pop up when I'm talking about semen retention. When I'm telling men to resist the sexual urges, and that's when the bots pop up. Hey, look at my 18 plus videos. It's probably spam and virus and malware and stuff, but nevertheless, that's the only time it pops up. These algorithms are always paying attention to you. These programs are always listening to you. They'll always hear you. Whether you turn your phone off or on, it still hears you. There's other technology around your house that's always on. So if they're going to spy on you, you're going to spy on me doing something great. And there's nothing you can do to stop it because I'm divinely protected. And that's what we all need to get back to. Communicating with your ancestors. But I can go further with that. But, nevertheless, find your power again, black people. It's almost time. To the next one.